Hello, everyone, Randy here. Welcome back to Welker Farms. Again, this is my single-player series here, and since last episode, wow, we've done a bunch of work. Mainly all on this field here. This field turned out to be a real mess here with how we decided to harvest this. Again, if you didn't watch last episode there, we mowed the field as opposed to harvesting it. So we mowed it, and then we came through with the pickup header there and harvested the windrows, essentially. So yes, using this header here. And yeah, that ended up just making a mess. If you watched towards the end of last episode there, Courseplay just was not working out there. Ended up having to just stop Courseplay and do it all myself there. Again, yeah, like I said, Courseplay was just starting to overlap. And yeah, if Courseplay got into the other windrow at all a little bit, just, well, if you ever used this header before, you know what happened. It made a mess. So yes, anyway, got this field complete. We got quite a bit of wheat off of it here. What did we get? 38,000 bushels of wheat, I think. I don't know if this was 0 or not when we started. I actually am not honestly sure on that. So 38,000 bushels of wheat off this field. That's not too bad, I guess. Again, using bushels here, so I don't know what that is in liters right off the top of my head. But I think we did pretty good. Also got quite a few bales off this field as well. Got those obviously all baled up and picked up already. Thought about doing a video on that, but I figured you folks probably, it's not the most exciting thing driving back and forth, hauling bales. So, don't know how many trips we made, but it went pretty quick. Pretty much filled up the trailer for each row there was here. So, that's pretty much how many bales we got off of it. And actually, when I say each row, I mean double rows. So, picking up 2 rows at a time, pretty much filled up the trailer by the time we got to the other end of the field there. So anyway, that field is complete. You can see it's being replanted here. Got to 1 level of fertilizer on it already. And, of course, the planter should be putting a second one. We still got field 15 that needs to be harvested here yet. So we're going to get started on that. And, yes, I noticed Big Brute there missed a section of spraying that field there. I did not catch that until it was planted. So, oh well. Probably really should like just Courseplay it. Then I don't have to worry about him missing anything. So anyway, we'll get this, what is this? This is canola, right? Yes, canola. We'll get this harvested here. Got the big bud with the grain cart and the truck sitting here waiting. Hopefully this lines up properly. Here, we'll see once I eyeballed this correctly. It doesn't look like I did it. Oh well. Oh, it's going to be close though, isn't it? Yeah, we are getting it all. We'll have to move him over just a little bit here. Kind of got this outcropping into the field here. The storage area, seeds and fertilizer. Again, for those who keep asking where that's at, this is where it's at here. The fertilizer is the 2 tanks over there by the small building. 2 seed tanks right there. And then, of course, the in-map storage are these bins here, which, again, only hold 100,000 liters. So don't ask me what the map author was thinking when they did that. Clearly they weren't, if you ask me, but... And, of course, we'll have to get this field plowed here as well. Once he's over here, well, I think I'll just, yeah, we're going to go ahead and move him over a little bit. Like I said, the field does widen out here a little bit. Okay, continue harvesting. And then we'll get Courseplay set up here. Should be a relatively easy field to Courseplay here, I think. And also going to try reusing the in-game storage here. We'll see once if we can get that to work this episode or not. What we're going to do, and maybe I should probably do this first. Let's purchase a belt. So we're just going to use, yeah, that one should be fine. Oh, wait. I am not going to be purchasing anything at the moment. All right. Okay, right. Let's borrow some money here first so I can actually purchase this. Borrow, puts us back in the positive. Yeah, there we go. I have been slowly paying back the loan as we make money here, by the way, so that's why we don't have any money. 1,000 So every bit of money we made, I've put back towards paying off the loan. You know what? I can use... No, not you. How about you? And we'll just get that reset to the farm here. That'd be probably the easiest thing to do. Oh. Do that. Reset. I'll go bring it over here and see if this will work or not. If it doesn't, we're probably going to go back to the Silo King. And I am using the mod there that increases the storage capacity, the in-game, or the in-map storage. So the in-map storage here should now hold, from what I've been told, 2.5 million liters. A little bit OP in some ways maybe for that size, but at least it holds more than the 100,000, which is just utterly ridiculous if you ask me. So far this case Magnum seems to be working out pretty good, by the way. No complaints with it. I guess we'll find out when it comes to the field work here. You know, again, the case there was one of our field work tractors, so we'll see how this one does. There is a four-wheel drive version of this particular tractor, by the way. I did not get that one because I don't particularly like the look of the front wheels on that one. For those of you who have seen that tractor, they stick out like really far in front. Like, I mean, the front axle is like where that weight is almost. Maybe a little bit exaggerated, but just about where that front weight is, that's where the front axle is mounted on the four-wheel assist tractors there. So just looks weird. So that's why I got the two-wheel version. Oh, go for the bush. Oh, and what happened to the field here? Did you quit? You did quit, but you did not finish, did you? Right. Yeah, this field's just being a big pain in the you-know-where. I don't quite understand why either. I guess it's maybe the collisions from those trees there. Like, they're not all together that close. But still, the hired workers keep on quitting, so rather annoying. Actually, very annoying. Again, if I courseplay this, I guess that would probably alleviate some of that issue. Maybe we should not do that here with some of the fields that are causing us trouble. You know, again, in just my opinion here, it's so much easier just to, you know, hit hire on the hired worker, let him go. But when the hired worker doesn't actually do the job he's supposed to do, maybe we better get Courseplay involved, and hopefully Courseplay will do a better job. And just as a reminder here, too, by the way, we are playing this as a little bit of a challenge against Thomas McConsell there, so make sure you go over and check out his channel, see what kind of nonsense he's up to over there. It sounds like he's still pretty fishy over there, if you ask me. And again, at least so far for the challenge, really the only thing we've come up with so far is filling up the Silo King with 5 million liters of everything that's available on this map. You know, again, there's quite a few things that are not available on the map here, so can't really do those. Sugarcane, for one thing, is not on here. And let's see, other crop types. I think all the other crop types are pretty much on here, aren't they? Yes, pretty much all the other crop types are. So we'll have to do some potatoes and sugar beets yet as well. Okay, we'll see how this is going to work here. Oh, let me try to back that up a little better there. That looks pretty good to me. I think there's a way to fold this hitch up, isn't there? Let's see here. Fold belt. Yes. And there's no rule to turn this one on, right? Yeah, I don't think there is, so it should just automatically work. Part of the challenge, of course, by the way, was to not use any OP mods, and yeah, I mean, you have to give it the Silo King. It's like really OP. I mean, it's really nice, but it is a little OP. Holds 15 million liters of like everything. Okay, let's just get this tractor out of the way here. The truck. Thinking we're gonna like park it right by those two little bins there. I was thinking, and there should be a nice little quick Courseplay course here then. Actually, maybe back this up here a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. That's... Yeah, he's going to come at it the wrong way again, then, isn't he? Well, that's... we can go from this direction, then. I don't think that'll be a problem. Like I said, I think we'll just do it right here. Let's unload that course. Yeah, well, should we move him? Yeah, we probably should move him here a minute. Get him out of the way, because that's probably right where I'm going to want to turn. Okay, whoop, stop. Start course recording. Just make a nice loop around the farmyard here. And I'm not entirely sure how close we're going to have to get to this here. I guess we'll find out. Whoa. Okay, well, if that clearly is not going to work, okay. Can't be knocking that over now. We can push that in a little further, though. I think we'll be okay, hopefully. Okay, we'll stop that there. Save this. This is, what number is this field again? This is 13. No, 15. 15. Okay, so field 15. Overload truck. Again, this is just the way I name it. However you want to name it, it's up to you, but that's how I like to do it. So field number, overload, so I know it's the overload course. And then, of course, it's for the truck. And then I'll do the same thing for the tractor here, but it'll be the tractor course. It's nearly full grain. Oh, perfect. Okay, that should be a good starting point. Let's also unload this. Set him to align with first waypoint. Start course recording. It'd be nice if Courseplay would save that setting so align with first waypoint would stay active, but it does not. You do have to turn that on every time, and a lot of times I forget to do that, and that's typically when derpy things happen. Okay, we'll set a waiting point. And I don't know why, but it always seems like if you unload in the front half of a trailer, that seems to work better, at least with some of these belly dumps. So that's typically what I do. And we'll stop and save that as field 15. 15. Overload tractor. And drive course. Now let's get that belt. Ooh. Get that belt back. Nope, not you. You. And we probably should go check on that tractor again. He probably quit again, didn't he? I just push this wheel right itself. Nah, not quite. Okay. Whoa. Okay, then. You know, right. A little belt like that is going to flip the entire tractor over when you attach it. Okay. So we can get this in a little closer here. Oh, I should detach it first. That would probably help. Just saying. Okay, we'll see if this works or not. No idea. I guess we'll find out. And then, of course, I don't know if I'll keep this Silo King here then or not. At some point, obviously, we'll have to have a Silo King so we can complete the challenge there. 5 million liters of everything in here. But I might not put it here. I might, like, stick that by the main farm or something. We'll see once here. Part of this, too, I'd rather not mix up my silo system with the main silo system as well. That way I kind of keep them separate. I know what I have, what and where. Okay, we go over here. Big Bud is in traffic. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know why, but the first time he goes to drive the course, he always derps up and tries to run into the combine. Oh, and he did actually fill up, didn't he? Oh, okay. Usually once you fix him the first time, he's good for the rest of the time, and he will finish the job. Don't know why the first time's always weird, but he should probably be good from here on out. Yeah, okay, now, look at this. If that tree was the problem, how come he planted past the tree? I wonder if it's the pole there? These poles, I think there's pole or collision on these poles, isn't there? Yeah, there's a collision on the poles. Okay. Still begs the question, what made him turn around right here, but coming back from the other direction, the tree didn't stop him? Doesn't make no sense to me. There's not one of those shrubby bushes there either. Again, it's just interesting how derpy the hired workers are. It occurred to me, too, we're planting canola. We are good, right? Day 7. Yeah, we should be good. No, you're going to quit, aren't you? Okay, there we go. Yeah, should be good. Oh, is he going to stop again? Yeah, he's going to stop again, isn't he? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold it. Stop the nonsense, you silly hired worker. Okay, if we get past the tree and hit higher, will he go? No, he stops right away. What in the world? That bush there? I mean, like, what is in his way at this point that is making him think he needs to, like, turn around? Because there's, like, nothing here other than that bush. Yeah, now he's good to go. Must have been that bush there, then. Again, these bushes, like, super annoying with their weird collision. I mean, yeah, just like a weird collision. Very weird. And super annoying. Did I mention that there? It's annoying. Okay, then. Well, we got Big Bud on there, don't we? We got the John Deere. We could possibly put the John Deere on the plow, maybe? Or maybe we should put the Case. See, the Case Magnum here probably is not big enough for that RDAllen chisel plow, I don't think. But I should, like, probably switch these tractors around or something. I wonder if this Case tractor would be good for the grain cart. I think we should try that. So we need field 15 overload tractor. Put you in overload mode. Got you to first waypoint. I do have a manual setting on the offset there, but we'll see once how he does here first before I go ahead and change it. Also want to turn off pathfinding. Okay, he can drive the course. And we're going to take Big Bud. We'll grab the RDAllen plow here. And we'll pretty much just follow up right behind the harvester and start plowing. And we'll see if we can now read a few comments here a moment as well. Definitely fields 14, 3, and 4 here would be nice additions to the collection as well. What I'm thinking we're going to do, we'll see if we can pay off the current loan after we sell all the crops. I'm hoping we can. I don't know if we'll have quite enough money. But if we can, I'll probably do the same thing, reborrow some money again, and buy another field. I don't know what field that'll be yet, but we'll have to see how much money we can borrow. Talking with Thomas McConsell there, he was saying now that you bought that field, you should be able to borrow even more money. And, again, hopefully in theory, you'd be able to buy a more expensive field next time. So it does not let me borrow any more money at the moment, though. $1.5 million seems to be the limit. So I don't know if that's just because we got so much borrowed and, asset-wise, we're more negative than positive. But we're actually looking pretty good at the moment, I think. I think we'll be real close, if not being able to sell or being able to pay off the loan here. And again, obviously a bigger seeder is definitely on the list of things I think we need. Cultivator and plow here, I think we're doing pretty good because, you know, we're only going to be using these so often. And plow-wise as well, we pretty much have the biggest plow you can get in the game here at this point. Oh wait, that's not the right attachment, is it? Right. I think this actually attaches behind here, doesn't it? Oh. I don't know if a hired worker would work properly with this or not, but this just happened to occur to me. Yes, it does attach. I think we've done this before, if I remember correctly. But yeah, like I was saying, this is pretty much, I think, the biggest plow I can get. The John Deere might be a little bit bigger. Oh, let's see what's here. John Deere. Where's the John Deere? Is the other Landau? This one's more of a disc, not really a plow, and I think it's about the same width. Oh, where's the John Deere? Yes, the John Deere. I think this is 26.3 feet. This is 30. Well, yeah, so the John Deere is actually a little smaller. And where's the other John Deere here? This one is, okay, yeah, it's about the same width, 29.6. So, yeah, not really any bigger. About all we can do at this point, then, is add more of them, which at some point we'll probably do that. Anyway, as I was saying, let's read some comments here. North was saying last episode there, I think he was backing up because there was no windrow to pick up. Maybe he thought it was the end of the field and had to turn around. That's very weird. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that. I actually had that happen a couple times when I found out, save the game, close out, go back into the game, and he worked fine. I actually had to do that 2 or 3 times, and that was actually when I just, well, for 2 reasons. You know, because of that, that's why, like, okay, I'm going to have to do this myself. And then number 2, he was getting into the other windrows there. And if you've seen what happens with that, you know what happens. It just makes a mound. It makes a mess. So, kind of 2 strikes there. Jeff was saying, I just tried to download the McDon Thresher mod. The link in your mod list does not seem to work. Okay, I have no idea then. I think the link I have in my mod list is where I got it from. So if it doesn't work anymore, I don't know. Trent was asking what brand of auger wagon that is. That is an Ellis-Chalmers auger wagon. So Ellis-Chalmers. The bright orange I would have thought would probably have given it away. At least that's, yeah, Ellis-Chalmers, right? Oh, sorry, no, it is not Ellis-Chalmers. Kilbros. That's right, it's Kilbros. The bright orange makes me think, thinks Ellis-Chalmers. That's what I was thinking. So, yes, that is Kilbros. Which, interesting enough, I see underneath it says Kill Brothers. That seems really nice. And I'll have to, I'll come back, by the way, and finish harvesting this little bit here that's not been harvested yet. Let's see, 9.6 meters, is that actually the width? Seems a little wide to me. I think just to be safe, we're going to narrow that up just a little bit here. How about like 9.3? Also, I do not need Courseplay. Let's get rid of that here. It could go away. Okay, there we go. This, by the way, I think is what we refer to as plow evading on the multiplayer server. Though for that, we've used that term with the John Deere disc, which plow evades. It plows and cultivates. Not technically very realistic there, but... So you're plowing and you're cultivating, so therefore you're plow evading. John Deere was saying, I see you still use Courseplay and get along well. Yeah, I don't know if that last episode worked out so well with Courseplay. again, for the mower there, the mower for the barley, I could not get it to have a hired worker. It does allow you to hire a worker, but it doesn't go anywhere. It stands still and just sits there. Same thing with Courseplay as well. I tried using Courseplay for it. Courseplay had the same problem. It just stands and sits there. It doesn't do anything, so I don't know what was up with that. So I had to mow the entire field myself. What I probably should have done is I probably should have bought a rake, raked the windrows into rows that Courseplay would line up with, use Courseplay to rake it, and then I could have used Courseplay to harvest it and unload and all that good stuff. We might do that again. We'll see once here. I wouldn't mind giving that one more try, just see if we can get something that'll work a little bit better than what we had there. Obviously, again, I'm probably not going to have an option for mowing. It doesn't work, from what I can tell. I did look into the mod a little bit, couldn't figure anything out, so it looks like if you're going to mow it, you're going to have to do it yourself unless somebody else can come up with another option or a better mower, a mower that works. You know, again, at least in real life, I've seen, you typically have like the big 45-foot mowing heads. So you can just, mow like 45, or is it 40 foot? 40, 45 foot, whatever it is at a time. The head in the game here is relatively small. Marhoof was saying it's really sad that there are mod creators that make such nice looking equipment and maps, yet they are so lax in the testing of these mods, and then the game player has to deal with the mess. Oh, couldn't have said it any better there, Marhoof. Couldn't say it any better. They create fun and then ruin the fun they are having. These mod creators should not be allowed to upload anything until their mods are fully tested and pass such tests, be it equipment or even maps. If the mod creator doesn't fix the problems, then they should be blacklisted until they do. That's an interesting idea, and I can definitely get behind that. Again, a lot of things with a lot of the mods is just such simple, silly stuff that the mod author neglects fixing. Like even on this map here, like the collisions on those little bushes. Maybe the mod author thought it was okay. I don't know. That could very well be. I don't know how he would, but... Ooh, this is going to be the end of the map here, isn't it? Okay. But yeah, I mean, like, how did the mod author, let the collisions on the bushes go? That just doesn't make sense to me. You would think somebody would have noticed that, especially, and at least for this map as well. You can't say this map wasn't tested, I don't think. A lot of people were playing on this, or testing this map before it was officially released, not to mention Giants was testing it as well. Another issue, and I think we've pointed this out as well, if you go stand on the pallet back behind the workshop there, you'll drop your frame rates like down to 5. I don't know what's going on when you stand on that pallet, but it will kill your frame rates. Bryson was saying big piles of straw. Yes, that is exactly what happens. If you run over it once, it's not so bad. You probably get, I don't know, maybe twice as much straw. But if you run over it a second time, what you can do with that thresher, that's what makes that thing really OP if you want to use it in that way. Then you just get like mounds, and I mean mounds of straw. It's just, yeah, mountain of straw. Ridiculous. And that by the way, was what was happening with Courseplay. Courseplay, because of what it was doing, it was getting into the other windrow that had already been done and just making a mess. Joshua was saying in Courseplay, when it says the starting location and it has new, that is actually the ending location. Wait, the starting location is actually the ending location. He says keep clicking through the location until it doesn't have new on it, and that will be the starting location. You can set it, you can see it better in the normal setup screen, not in the new Courseplay generation screen. Okay, so that's still okay. So you're saying the starting location is actually the ending location. Let me let that sink in for a few minutes here while I comprehend that. Cam was saying hired help is still bad, even though Giants fixed it. Very much so. Very much so. Tommy's hand was saying there's a mod on the mod hub. that's called green mowing or something like that. That should allow the Massey Ferguson to mow the wheat and barley. Okay, I will definitely have to check that out then. Somebody had told me too, you can actually use like any mower in the game should work for wheat and barley. So I should like be able to use the disc bind here, or the triple mowers, or even the big M here if I wanted to. I didn't try these force grits. I didn't try them. But yeah, somebody was telling me I can use any of these mowers here, and they should work with the wheat and barley. And at least from what I could tell, I couldn't get them to work. I didn't try all of them, obviously, but I did try a couple different options. Couldn't get any of them to work. I'll have to check that out. So the green mowing. Green mowing, interesting. And again, for those of you not familiar with that process, at least for myself, I'm not familiar with it. But from what I've been told, it is used in a situation where you can't get the wheat or barley to dry down enough to harvest it. So you go through and mow it first. Once it's mowed, it will dry down much quicker, and then you can go back through and pick it up. To me, it sounds a little more work that way, but when you have to have it dry enough to actually be able to harvest it, that's what you got to do, I guess. Yes, I know we don't own the field. I didn't raise the disc up, by the way, so that's probably a big part of it. I just leaving the disc down. Edward was saying, congratulations, I think you got the first 2 brain-dead workers since the Courseplay update. Right. And I am running, for those of you wondering, I am running version 5.02.00089 developer. So that's what version of Courseplay I'm currently running there, by the way. Kentucky Farmer was saying the reason you can do it so fast is because the combine isn't under load. That is true. You're not running the header, but still the threshing portion of the combine, I would think, at least if you ask me, it would be under about the same amount of load. Uh-oh, look out for the case there. Actually, yeah, Case International. Nice collision detection there, Courseplay. Jeffrey was saying all those John Deere 2-cylinder tractors have 6 gears and not 2 sticks. And yes, you are right, those are left and right brake pedals. Okay, that's what I thought. Left and right brake pedals. And again, for those of you who haven't noticed, the John Deere 2-cylinders there, obviously using a bunch of them on the Michigan Farm Series there, they've got 2 gear shifters. And we've all been like scratching our head on that. Some people are saying that's proper. Most people are saying it's not. Again, looking at the pictures, cannot see or find any picture that shows a John Deere 2-cylinder with more than 2 shifters. Case maintenance has reached the overload point. Also, the episode has reached its wrapping up point, I would say. So, with that, if folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. Off screen here, I'll probably just go ahead and finish up this field. We'll come back, maybe next episode we'll come back and start planting. We'll see once here, but gonna probably finish harvesting this off screen here. So as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.